Yo, I know y'all thought I wasn't gonna be here. I'm just saying this shit right off the rip because I'm on gas right now. I literally just got in the house. Like I made it in my driveway like 10 minutes ago. And within that 10 minutes ago, I probably smoked the fastest blunt, smoked the fastest Newport, gra- grabbed the fastest body armor drink, and hurried up and scattered downstairs to, you know what I'm saying, get to the business. Because I know y'all thought I wasn't gonna be here tonight. But we here though. Yeah, I'm here. And for those who gonna be here, and shout out to y'all, Reaper Gang Business. We gonna switch gears for sure. So I hope everybody isn't sensitive tonight. I hope ain't nobody on they little, no disrespect to the queens or nothing, but I hope ain't nobody on their menstrual cycles tripping because I'm just so like sick and tired of the nonsense. And I'd rather talk about it with the subs instead of talking about it with the homies and saying all of the things that I would say because all of them pertain to boxing. Pertains to YouTube boxing especially. So, and it pertains to the boxing world. It pertains to the business of boxing. It pertains to how these corporations move in boxing. It pertains to the character that you have as human beings. It has to deal with the character I have as a human being. So, best believe I want to cover some shit. Now, first of all, first of all, first of all, yo, what up, Boom? What's good with the folk? It's been a minute, my guy. Well, technically, it hasn't been a minute because I think, yeah, we just talked last week, but I kind of like see you like pretty much. I'm kind of talk to you every week in some form or fashion. So you know what I'm saying. But shout out to the bro, like really the bro though. And oh yeah, by the way, what the fuck is up, fight fans? It's your man 3K the Boss, aka Mr. Two Hands Up, 5-5. You already know what it is, man. So look, man, let's get to the biz. Sergio, 5'10 in the building. Yeah, what's popping with you? George the Soul Survivor Reborn. Good evening, my guy. JD, what it do with the bro? Look, man, LeRon, what's goody? Hey, listen, man. So today, earlier today, as a matter of fact, no, matter of fact, remember the live we just did the other night? I think I did a live at like 1 or 2 in the morning, and I fell asleep. Ended up talking about Canelo, Caleb Plant, the whole situation because I missed out. My bad. Give me 1 second. Let me put this shit on Do Not Disturb. Where's that though? Where's that though? Where's that though? All right, got it. And we was pretty much talking about the whole Caleb Plant situation, Canelo situation, and all of that. Well, like I always get like a certain level of influx of, you know what I mean? There's always going to be new people joining, and that's dope. There's always going to be new people subscribing. That's phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that joins or whatever, there's going to be those that stick around. There's going to be those who stay here for a second. For whatever the reason is that has to do with boxing. And this really has nothing to do with me, but it technically does because it's my channel. So, you know what I mean? It has nothing to do with me. Well, it has to do with me because it's my point of view. I ain't trying to get y'all twisted up. So basically, people, I guess I said something about when I was talking about Terrence Crawford and Canelo. We already know that Terrence Crawford and Canelo, I give them both top pound for pound status. But if you ask me, Crawford is always my number one. Now, if we want to break it down and what people consider, accomplishments, people give him that, and they give him that for skill set. I have my reasons for why Terrence Crawford is there and Canelo isn't there, you know, and other people don't. You know, but people get all emo and shit, right? So like, yo, some dude, California Bear, I call him Care Bear now. He basically was like, yo, you putting Terrence Crawford above Canelo, like he done so much to deserve it. I do believe in this same video last night, or this same live, I said you can put whoever, 1A or 1B, but both of them sit at number one, no matter how you want to carry it, however you want to carry it. I just don't like them. That's just me. That's my opinion. So people need to understand we are all entitled to our opinions when it comes to boxing as fans, but when it becomes to the point to where it's so toxic, I don't care about the subscriber. Dude said he's going to unsubscribe. I was like, bro, go ahead. You act like you my girlfriend or something like that, because we have differing opinions on what we feel like Canelo is to Terrence Crawford. And then this isn't going to turn into no Canelo bashing session. This isn't going to turn into no praising Crawford or nothing like that. I'm just saying what I said. My reasons are, when I look at Canelo, he has always fell short in his biggest matches. Let's go there. He lost to Floyd. Okay, if you go back and watch the Austin Trout fight, I don't care what anybody says, but it is in my opinion, but I feel like he did not win that fight. When I watched the Lara fight, it is in my opinion that I feel like he did not win that fight. So I should be entitled to that. And so speaking on, I said when it came to the Triple G fight, 1.1 million fans bought the pay-per-view. Biggest fight, I believe, like calculated on pay-per-view in like the past how many years? Did the thing. But what happened? He came up short. That is my opinion. They gave him a draw when we all know that Triple G beat him. So all I'm saying is this. When I look at that and the fact that when I look at his record, you know, the Liam Smiths of the world, I'm not fond of. The Rocky Fieldings of the world, I'm not fond of. What do you want me to give him credit for? Kermit Cintron had a decent career, but come on, bro. How old was Kermit Cintron? How old, what am I going to give him credit for? Alfredo Angulo? Hold on. Let me stop there. What else am I going to give him credit for? What? Damn near 40-year-old Sugar Shane Mosley, or over the hill Miguel Cotto, or what? 5-week Callum Smith? Considering that the WBC stripped David Benavidez for being overweight and let Oscar Valdez keep his belt for freaking fentanyl, I mean, these are some things that I have to take in consideration to have a problem with. When it comes to Clinbo, the WBC rode for this man in the same way that they rode for Oscar Valdez, and they completely shift gears with Clinbo and increase the levels so it benefited Latino fighters. Whatever. That's their business. That's how they do it over there. I'm not in no part and way, shape, or form the boss of the WBC, but that's how they want to do it. But we all have to take it in consideration, whether there's a certain specific level of individuals that like to keep on blinders, like to get in their feelings, and like to tax other people for their own personal opinion, and how they are truly coming from a place of genuine perspective when they critique a fighter and when I'm in comparison to another fighter. And if you don't appreciate Bud Crawford, then you clearly don't watch other divisions, or you're only stuck on whatever man fan you're stuck on. So these are the things that I'm highlighting when I say that. So, and then I feel like if it comes down to it, I feel like Terrence Crawford, because pound for pound was always specifically designated for the smaller fighters of the division, or if you compare them to the guys in the higher weights, you would feel like how would they fare if they met skill for skill, style for style, and they met in the ring and they were the same size. Correct me if I'm wrong. So if I feel as though Terrence Crawford has a much bigger arsenal, if I feel as though Terrence Crawford, whether it's not in your eyes, dickhead, if I feel as though he has proved himself in the ring and I want to rank him number one pound for pound, you should respect that. Anybody should respect it. Fuck it, don't respect it. But at the end of the day, I'm a man. I'm going to respect another man's opinion because I don't have no weight. I don't hold no weight in that. But the problem is, and once again, this isn't to bash Canelo. I gave Canelo his props in that same freaking live. But people, or specifically this individual, wanted to be completely dismissive of it and just straight miss the shit. How do you do that? Because you are so blind. All you're hearing is one thing because you're such a man fan, titty sucking bitch boy that all you can pay attention to is the fact that Terrence Crawford is being compared to Canelo because in some way, shape, or form, it must be the tribalism you love. Your name is California Bear, Care Bear, so maybe you might be a Latino. I don't want to get ahead of myself. I'm just speaking hypothetically in that sense, but maybe you might be. And there is a level of Latinos in their community that happen to be hella racist, that move wrong in the boxing world, that makes it toxic for everybody. There is a sector of African-American individuals that move around in the boxing world that make it hard for other individuals to get along or not make people want to make little sets, throw it up, MXBC, whatever BC, BMX, however you want to ride it, fuck it, sip a Red Bull while you at it. I'm just saying. White individuals, I'm sure there are a sector of white people that don't have a problem with identifying with a level of tribalism for a certain boxer because they feel as though they have to protect it based on the fact that there are other individuals that are toxic to the whole community, that are toxic to the boxing world. But wait, this is where it's going to fuck you up because I'm so much realer than your average bear, Yogi. I'm going to tell you what it really is. It's not your fault, though. So I don't begrudge you, stupid, dick face, fanboy, nut hugging, titty licking boy. I need some breast milk. I'm not here to coddle you or hold your hand. If you feel as though you need to unsubscribe from my channel because we have differing opinions, hey, so be it. But the fact that I can lay out a string of facts of why I feel the way I feel, and you can't even identify with the way you sitting fucking with your Canelo fucking size dildo, probably Canelo molded dildo, and fucking yourself in your bedroom closet with it while your girlfriend taking a shower and shit. If that's how you want to get down, you can't identify with skill sets, other boxers, and you ain't real enough to respect them. It's okay. I forgive you because you want to know what? It's not your fault that boxing is like this. They marketed this shit. They fucked our heads up. They the ones who did this shit. It wasn't us. It was boxing. You want to know why? Because regardless of what it was then compared to what it is now, nobody has seemed to transfer from making the whole marketing campaign about whatever it is with racism, whether it's on the white side or it's the black side. Because what? Mexican versus black sales, European versus black sales, European versus Mexican sale, Cuban, Dominican, Japanese, Chinese, whatever, Uzbekistan, Russian, whatever race. They made it this way. So it has completely warped the minds of individuals where you feel like you got to go in a certain direction and you can't let your own nuts hang like a grown ass man and be able to differentiate between the bullshit, the shit they kick, the shit that you shouldn't even fall in line with, the wrestling from the real life. And this is where it's bigger than you, Care Bear. You just happen to spark a topic that really becomes so detrimental to the society of boxing that maybe somebody needs to convey it this way because they ain't conveyed it to this way for y'all before. So now I'm here to tell you. They fucked it up for you, Care Bear. They fucked it up for the rest of the boxing world. They are the reason why people think the way they do, why we move the way we do, why people on they up and down shit when it come to the YTBC, can't nobody seem to get along for a minute. You got fans who are, who happen to subscribe to me where it really blows the hell out of me. Excuse me, I need to take a drink real quick. Well, you got fans that subscribe to me or whatever. When they have to tell me, shout out to Sam Shaw, when I'm on a live watching my homie talk about Caleb planting Canelo in the live and how he got his pot cracked and the aloe vera freaking cut out his, you know what I'm saying, plant bitch ass. He has to tell me that he got to take breaks from the YTBC. He ain't a content creator. He isn't a person that has a boxing channel. He don't even have to deal with half of the cocksucking bitch-made motherfuckers that I have to deal with on a consistent basis when it comes to boxing. And this guy is 100% a fan, just like the rest of you are fans. And this guy has to take a break from it. What have we been conditioned to? What does it become when everybody who's supposed to be here for the love of the sport, when you're supposed to take time away from your job, take time away from your wife, whether it's your husband, whoever, you know what I'm saying, your the school, whatever drama you into on a consistent basis that you know what I'm saying, that life grinds you down with, that you normally take to your sport on Saturday if it's boxing, you take to, you know what I'm saying, your football on Sunday if it's the NFL or whatever else people like to watch. It's supposed to be a sport. But this shit has been a consistent level of racial shit that combats one person against another. Now it trickles down. The fans can't even really be fans on their own level and be objective, give objective opinions, yo, and just go ahead and be able to stand strong as men and be like, yo, you know what, man? Hey, whatever the fuck, hey, I'm going to be able to look at everybody the same way. Because fuck them niggas. If it's 20 or 30 dudes doing whatever, or I don't even care if it's a YouTube channel and them dudes clicked up on some, you know what I'm saying, like some racial whatever, you should be able to not rock with them because you should be able to stand on your own too as a grown-ass man. If it comes to your favorite boxer, whatever color he is, if he happens to have melanated skin like mine, or whatever the case may be, white, black, Mexican, I don't care. If you can't sit up there and respect the craft, respect them all, be able to critique everybody on a genuine level, how you going to be able to get what you really want? And forever you going to be stupid. And forever y'all dumb niggas is going to be paying for the motherfucking wrestling events. And you're never going to get the real boxing matches. That's why you don't even get the real shit now. You fell for the trickery for how many years? I think it's time we all come up out the matrix. Come on, man. This shit bigger than some sub saying whatever he's saying to me because I happen to think larger than that. Any nigga can unsub from me. You act like it's sweat off my back. Who the fuck do I, what? Am I emotionally connected to a font? Now, there are those who I know have been here, and there are those who I know have connected with me, been down with me, and I can say those names without even having to look down. I do it all the time. Am I lying? So don't tell me I know where my appreciation is at. And that's the shit I live for. And I don't live to be appreciated. But just like motherfuckers appreciate me, I appreciate them. But I happen to appreciate boxing a little bit different. I happen to appreciate it a little bit more, I mean. I happen to care a little bit more. Because I don't have to do this shit. Look, man. I'm not here to entertain you. I'm just here to tell you the truth. I'm here to help motherfuckers understand that we constantly been getting the bullshit and everybody just keep going on this merry-go-round goofball stuff. This dude got it, you know what I'm saying? This fan just being on some real wishy-washy stuff just on behalf of whatever color the fighter is, and you feel like you got a rep for that. No. The talent don't have a color, because I swear to God, Joe Calzaghe went his whole career undefeated, and that motherfucker got more soul in him than my black ass. And what I'm saying by that is the fluent movement. I'm saying the footwork. I'm saying that dude could do everything. Was he the strongest puncher? Absolutely not. But that motherfucker damn sure could make you look bad and do a motherfucking great job doing it. So at the end of the day, two hands don't pick and choose based on color. Two hands pick bases is simply off the technique, the criteria. When I buy fights, I don't buy them shits because a Mexican guy's fighting a black guy. I don't want to see the Mexican guy get trashed. I just want to see a nigga get trashed. Don't y'all want to see a nigga get trashed? It's cool. Isn't that why we here? Are you not entertained? I'm just saying, no, that's why I'm here. That's why I bang with the sport. I happen to appreciate the sweet science of it all. Shit, we all got favorites. But damn, really though? As long as you continue to base all of your conversations and do the whole playing the violin with the whole racial shit, man, look, y'all gonna make it hard for people in this shit, man. And I'm not talking about, you know, when it comes to the media, because they love you fools. I'm not talking about the Mauricio Suleimans. I'm not talking about the TGB promotions. I'm not talking about the PBC. I ain't talking about the Top Ranks, the Zones, any of them. They love you fools. They love all you fools. So go ahead and keep doing it because they're going to keep getting your money. But at the end of the day, like, man, I'm just sick of this shit, bro. I'm just sick of this shit. Shout out to Sergio. No matter how we see things, even if we see things differently, as long as we keep it boxing, that's all that matters. The more attention the sport gets, the better. That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, imagine if you a casual fan, yo, and you just pull up on YouTube to a boxing channel and you go to talk this shit and you just got all of these fucking idiots. They fanned out in their racism, whether it's for Lomachenko, whether it's for Canelo, whether it's for Manny Pacquiao, whether it's for, you know what I'm saying, Jabal Charlo, whether it's for Errol Spence Jr., you know what I'm saying? It's a rack of them. Oscar Valdez, any of them you name. Some niggas you know is just straight whack. Like, come on, bro. Some dudes you know been ducking. Some dudes you visibly watch a goalpost be moved right in front of your face. Whether it's white, black, indifferent, when you watch the goalpost move right in front of your face and you still try to justify it, you're the motherfucker that's the problem with boxing, dude. Think about it. Think about it. How many cats in boxing right now? No Canelo ate the meat. No Oscar Valdez sipped the tea. But they don't give two shits. No Roy Jones took the steroids. Niggas don't give two shits. No the Charlos don't sign up for what's it called? VADA. They don't sign up for their VADA testing until like the last couple of weeks or something like that. Shifting cycle. Well, they weren't even on the clean boxing program for a while. There were only a couple of guys on there. I believe we did the video where I ran down the entire list like a year and a half ago. So what I'm saying is this. All sides is equally as guilty with the shit. So when you hear, so how can I even... when niggas do the whole fake pro wokety woke black thing with the blue butt sports and all of that shit, why you think I can't identify with the goofball shit? Because the soil they stand on ain't firm, man. Like, think about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. I don't care what nobody say. Shout out to the MXBC. I rock with them boys. But can't nobody tell me you gonna just jump behind that shit because you watch the way that they move. Them boys have literally destroyed Johnny Boy's life, had him wanting to kill himself. That is an individual that most of us might not feel too positive about, but damn, they have antics as well. Even though, and I know people will say there's a counter response for every response, but you see, I'm not defending any of it because I'm not willing to stand behind Goofy. So when people close their eyes to the Charlos of the world, to the Super Nipple Spencers of the world, to the Canelo Alvarez's of the world, when people close their eyes to all of this stuff, the Oscar Valdez's, all of these dudes, you're fucking the game up. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. This shit is crazy to me. Shout out to DT3. He says they wait until the value when a fighter is low. They don't care about you anymore because you're no longer bringing the bag or the new is getting bigger bag. Hey, man, it's always about the money. You think them dudes want to stop having racism in boxing? They don't. They don't. They're never gonna want to not have racism in boxing. I don't care, man. Look, boxing ain't about doing no campaigns. Boxing ain't about getting behind no, like No hashtags, nothing like that. Boxing does boxing, and it's very evident that boxing does racism, because if boxing got behind hashtags, them fools would not be freaking they wouldn't be doing half of the stuff they do now. Red corner, blue corner, black brother, white brother. You feel me? And it's the same stuff that goes on today, but now it's just mad different because we got social media. So it just carries into, you know what I'm saying, our boxing atmosphere. And that's when it gets spooky, because for real, we supposed to be the real ones throwing it up, being honest about whatever our interpretations are of whatever happens in the ring. And even if some of us feel different, we're not that far off in opinion. You know, there are certain things that might carry certain things a certain way, but we ain't acting blind out here. I'm just saying, man. But they jerking you and you fall for it. So it created a level of tribalism that I can't blame nobody else for. It just helped me see it for what it was. I'm just identifying the shit for how it is, man. You got to understand, this shit is big money, man. And as long as you got stars in boxing, man, Mexican fighters have always been a controversial thing for, you know what I'm saying, black fighters, because there's always been, let's be honest here, I know throughout ringing through the prison system, on the streets of California, several western states and several east states too. Man, people have their issues. Gang life has its issues. But the conversations consistently that's always a topic breeds its issues. It boils over in boxing. And you don't think that accelerates it? All of the aggravation people got for other stuff is carrying in boxing too. So it makes it amps it up even that much more. That's why I'm just saying, yo, we gotta be wise enough to understand, yo, not to fall in that trick bag. A lot of us don't, but those that do, I'm just here, man. Hear me out, bro. I'm a fan. I don't care about what you might care about. I don't feel passionate about that dumbass shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially, I'm a father with 2 white daughters, B. Like, how the fuck do I look? How the fuck do I look even, you know what I'm saying, like getting down with goofy shit? I've never seen, you know what I'm saying? I've never seen shit that way anyway. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, bro, I mean, my baby mother white. I got 2 half-white daughters, I mean. So at the end of the day, like, I just can't identify with that. But I'll be the first to tell you that other individuals are making plenty money off of your fucking stupidity, and they fucking up your sport behind it. Everything's selling one 5, making another 5 bigger, and boxing has always benefited off the racism. So the way they could see it, man, let the good times fucking roll, man. And fans is just acting like, now it's just like we got a whole legion of fuckboy fans, man. It's sad. It's sad to me that I could be the dude to sit back, kick it with every single one of y'all and call it real, but motherfuckers ain't gonna call that shit how it is, man. Motherfuckers got a lot of problems, and niggas letting that shit boil over in a lot of inconsistent ways in the way that they speak. Because you know what I'm saying, they'll sit around you for a certain amount of time, and then you come to find out that, you know what I mean, they've been flying their own flag low key on you, and you just wasn't aware of it. I'm talking about boxing, the conversations that y'all might even be having with some people in the chat. It's gonna be, y'all know y'all done bumped into a bunch of new ones. They came off, they started off as fans, then they fell off as real wild racists. They pop up in here, wild racists. Boxing loves racism. They love the fuck out of it. And keep paying for it. That's what you want to do. So I'm at the point of, we get the fights we want to see, cool. If we don't get the fights we want to see, it's cool. I'm on to the next fight, whoever it may be, because I'm a boxing fan at the end of the day. And that's all it's about at the end of the day, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Like, a lot of, you know, like, yo, let's be honest here, man. A lot of people root for a lot of dudes with holes in their games just because of the color of their skin. Those dudes are the problem with the sport. That's the problem with a lot of your pound for pound list. That's a problem with a lot of, you know what I'm saying, the people that you interact with. It's just all draining to me, for real. because you know what I'm saying? Like I signed up for a lot of shit, but I really didn't. I didn't know that I signed up for this. I knew it was, you know, in the boxing world, of course. But as far as dealing with my interactions with people in my everyday life, let me tell you, I've never dealt with as much racism in my own personal life as I've dealt with dealing with YouTube boxing. That's fucking spooky. Are you fucking kidding me? So that really lets me know, how motherfuckers really get down out here. But I'm always on my P's. I'm just saying, man, it's just one of them things you don't think you sign up for when you come to talk about a sport, no matter, you know what I mean, what they try to cast or whatever. I understand that you deal with it on some level, but you know what I mean? But like when people start playing the hands, like, you know, they're invested into it and they start to project, that's when the shit becomes spooky. Canelo Alvarez, salute. Cartel Canelo knocking shit down in boxing, boss man Canelo. Hey man, Canelo's your man, and I don't got no problem with Canelo. Like, I don't know why. Like, I don't have a problem with dude. I've said what I've had to say about, you know, his shit. People have a tendency to like, you know what I'm saying, Canelo for whatever reason they like him. I'm just saying. All I was, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, people, you know, and there's another group of individuals that like Canelo, you know, for their own selfish ass, racist ass reasons. And they continue to, you know what I'm saying, close their eyes, just like every other race been closing their eyes when it come to they level of the boxing and the promotional outfits that they follow. Blue Blood, Dante, and all of them niggas do that shit. Not saying that you doing that not saying that you do that shit at all, Sergio. I'm just speaking on the topic here. I'm just saying that's the cornball shit. Like, these niggas have literally making money off of, you know what I'm saying, them dumb niggas though. Like, let's be honest. They're making money off of those idiots. Those idiots are the ones that are consistently sending these dudes super chats and whatever and falling into their racial propaganda. And then 90% of the time, they're not even giving you the correct information when it comes to the boxing information that they talking about. Dante, freaking Blue Butt, 78 Suck Nuts, all of that. They not really. They ain't even giving niggas correct news, and they being wild racist at the same damn time. Hold on, man. I saw Boom write some shit. He said, this new age shit in boxing will only work for so long when people start seeing that other fighters in different combat sports fighting everybody. Yeah. At the end of the day, look at it now. Boxing can't even put on a card when the UFC got one on. They push Canelo's card back. End of discussion. They push Canelo's main event back for the UFC. End of discussion. End of discussion. And it don't matter who it is because they got a whole slew of champions and they doing the same things for real, for real. And at the end of the day, look at the UFC. Do they pander to racism? And they're making a hell of a lot more money. So there's definitely a bridge that I'm trying to cross here. I'm just saying, this is the shit that's been helping die out the sport for a long time, and the only people that have been benefiting from it is the fat belly ass oligarch type niggas that sit behind the stage of it all. So at the end of the day, who's the fool here? Because that's why you get them lame ass fights that you get. When you know a dude's skill set is flawed and they keep a belt around his waist. That's why you get them lame ass matchups. That's why you get the bum ass niggas like Hami Munguia skating through fighting nothing but bums and no real opposition because simply why? Because he is of that heritage, that Mexican shit gonna ring strong, just like the black community gonna ring strong, and they protect the Charlos. Just like they do with Lomachenko, just like they do with Manny Pacquiao, and I don't care what nobody say Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao, super sus, been super sus. I did a whole hour video on it, ran down all the history and the notes, and you can't tell me 2 + 2 don't equal 4. So at the end of the day, and the Filipino fans, they champion for him all day, and you know that motherfucker dirtier than Deontay draws. So all I'm saying is they all do it, and look at where the money is going. They ran away with it, and we didn't benefit from it. They ran away with all of the money, and we didn't benefit from it. And look at the UFC. Does the UFC have to pander to racism in all one bit, or is every freaking single country, freaking race, religion, freaking celebrated every freaking time they go out? They flying flags, and we loving that shit. Boxing is the only combat sport where they fly flags on other sides, and niggas got, after niggas drink a couple of beers and they favorite fighters lose, you gonna see who you gonna see in the stands throwing hella hands. Tell me I'm lying. Can I get a witness? Preach, church, tabernacle. Man, look, man. I only fired up this booth to speak the truth, man. And this is what you want from me, and this is what the fuck you gonna get. And even if you didn't want it from me, you might have wanted to receive this shit like, oh shit, well shit, this with two hands on, this is what the fuck it is. Because a motherfucker can convey it in the way, you know what I'm saying, that I don't know why it's so difficult. Does a nigga need to put it in subtitles or something? Everybody flying flags on the UFC, they getting money. Canelo card, the biggest boxer in the world's freaking cards is being pushed back based on UFC fights now. So I don't even see what y'all doing, because only thing that's happening is the watering down of the talent, the stagnant ass freaking matchups, the consistent bum fights, the bum ass 24/7s that come on, the bum ass little interviews of all of these so-called freaking fights. They're never 50-50. They're 70-30, 80-20, 90-10, or goddamn it, 100 to fucking straight nil. This is, hey, tell me, hey, niggas enjoy catching nails, man. With MMA, the individual arts come from all around the world. The fighters go around the world and training that draws more mixed audience that all respect the skill and fight over everything. And these are facts, but don't ask me, hasn't boxing been doing the same thing since the beginning of freaking time? Boxing has been doing the same thing since the beginning of time, but the only thing is, you know, in the Western civilization, you know what I'm saying, in Western culture, people happen to be a fucking little bit mad. I'm just going to state the facts, because a lot of you, you know, I don't know how it goes down in other countries or whatever, but I've talked to people from other countries. I've heard certain things. Everybody has their problems or whatever, but certain things aren't emphasized as heavily over here, and certain things aren't used to line the pockets as heavily as over here, even though, you know, I'm not going into a whole history lesson, so don't none of you wokety woke motherfuckers try to take it there with me. We just gonna stay on task here. We ain't gonna do that tonight. We keep the shit boxing. So with that being said, with the Western loony shit, being American, we happen to be a little bit fucking crazy. You know, the racism run hella wild in America, you know, and people are just wild, like we tend to judge certain fighters based off of these facts. And I swear to God, I will continue to say it's not those individuals' fault, because boxing did this to you, and we all know that. So at the end of the day, I'm not holding you accountable. But that's why boxing has never been able to put at a level, everybody got embraced on a certain level, man. It's just that, man, there's no embrace. People don't embrace that shit no more, man. I think it might be even worse now, because I'm really, really, really seeing it everywhere, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie to you. If I said I'm not seeing it everywhere, I'm definitely telling you guys a lie. But all through the YTBC, I'm seeing it everywhere. It don't matter where I go, I'm seeing it everywhere. Just say a few names, any name. Say a name. Say a name. Say you know who they are. I already said them all. Say those names. It gets spooky. I think, you know, if we can kind of if we can cap it on a certain level, then I believe that shit can pan out, because I promise you, the fights will get better. But they might push it back, Mr. T. I got a feeling like they might push it back. Are we talking about Sweet Cheeks and Cinnamon? Is it Sweet Cheeks and Cinnamon that we talking about here? Did they push back because, you know what I'm saying, he started leaking lotion? Oh shit, I'm high. Is it? Did they push the fight back because he started leaking lotion out this motherfucker? True form, salute. Yeah, that's definitely what we talking about. I don't know. He got the little cut on his face, but they proceeded with the press conference, so I'm of the understanding that the fight is going to continue to go on. I would like to believe that it's going to go on. I feel like when two individuals are kind of slapboxing, I feel like somebody might have broke a nail out that bitch after I really look at shit and I take shit in. I feel like somebody might have broke a nail out that bitch and got their face scratched, because for real, them slaps wasn't really shit for real. For the niggas was open hand smacking and wasn't nobody really hitting nobody like that for real. One of them joints connected, but it was a palm smack for real. So somebody just got a braised underneath their eye. Little, he might be a little tender around the gills. Caleb might be a little tender around the gills, get the leaking lotion everywhere. You know, you got to watch out for those types, man. You got to watch out for those 6'1" guys that go leaking lotion. Pause, man. Said that clown didn't mention nothing about drugs, cheating, nothing. But at the end of the day, Canelo's supposed to be the bag. He's supposed to be the bag. He's supposed to be the professional in the building. Caleb Plant's already shaking like a scared little child right now. He's in a position he's never been in before. You got to understand this is the biggest of stages for Caleb Plant. This is the mark of his career. This dude is really smelling the fact that he has $10 million around coming out of Canelo's ass, and he literally can taste the shit on it. That's where he's at. You know, we witnessed his coach hand shaking like his bones were brittle. So knowing it's the biggest stage he's been on, you know, Canelo's the professional there, man. So Canelo should have stalled him out. Canelo shouldn't have pushed him. So in my mind, I'm like, I don't see Canelo like, man, I'm telling you, man, I'm starting to think that joint was what it was, man. I'm starting to feel some type of way. Y'all, man, tell me y'all don't think that too, though, man. And if you don't, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe it's the cookies. But I'm starting to truly feel as though that was just a little slap show to, you know what I'm saying? Just get the juices flowing a little bit to get the money to start coming out of, you know, the delighted fans' pockets. I'm just saying that might have been the case here. And I ain't too far off from it. I really think that's what's going on here. And nobody can tell me different. Y'all niggas out there, y'all professional fighters, you are known to do. Come on, man. What man stands across from another man if it's really that serious? Are you gonna open palm the situation? Man, I'm gonna let them fists fly. We gonna close fists on everything. Y'all would do it, I would do it. So, and I'm just speaking on the fact of, man, we just got to look at like the law of averages here. When two individuals meet up, like when Jose Benavidez met up with Bud Crawford, Bud tried to take his freaking head off. You know that was real. And Jose Benavidez just had the bob and weave capabilities and got up out the way. Bob did real nice too, because he put some heat behind that joint. I'm talking like he really cranked it out that joint. Fastball. Yeah, man. I'm talking like, you know what I'm saying? Nolan Ryan shit. So at the end of the day, when you see two dudes, they get up there and it's supposed to be drama, and y'all mean to tell me y'all gonna start slapping each other like some sissies? It look weird on camera, bro. It look weird on camera. I know everybody wants to believe it's real. I saw the blood too. Who knows? Sam Watson could have been holding a little blood pouch, hit him with the joint. You know they got makeup artists and all types of stuff. Caleb Plant always come caked up with makeup. I know you guys have seen those PBC hosted fights. I know you guys have seen those PBC hosted fights. Don't get me started. I'm just being honest about the situation. I don't want to get anybody confused here. I'm just saying the guys wear makeup. They might have makeup artists on stage. They might be doing some janky shit. Niggas is open palm slapping each other like bitches. You know, the only thing that was missing was the Wild and Windmill show. So at the end of the day, y'all tell me what it looked like, because it looked like what it looked like. Shit. Am I getting ahead of myself here? Maybe I'm just being a little too forward. Maybe I'm just a little high. No. None of the above. It looks like what it looks like. Nobody's going to tell me different. Now, another comment. Dragon Leg, what it do? 5-5. What's goody, King? Nah, I'm talking about not twins. I'm talking about Wilder saying nothing about cheating to Spike Ford. Listen, man. That dude, man, listen, man. We got to do that. Do we have to do that? Wilder's in the best shape of his life, bad shit. He's in the best shape of his life. And y'all need to respect that. Y'all not going to come in here and start talking about my man Deontay Wilder like that. We're not doing this tonight. I'm not going to have you guys belittling the skill set of Deontay Wilder. My man got cheated. We all seen it. We all seen it, damn it. He got cheated. You seen it. Mob, what it do, King? That's my motherfucking man. Like, that nigga right there, that's a wild nigga. He said everything looking smooth on the home front, my G. Thank you, my nigga, for that. Oh, he must be talking to Mob. I'm sure he's talking to Mob. Canelo with that 2-slap counter. Yeah, with the super, with the smack. That wasn't the 5-5. That was the psh. Yo, that wasn't the 5-5. That was the That was the Come on, man. Come on, man. That's a boy, Damon. I'm just saying. And I'm just saying once again, it looks like what it looks like. So I don't want to get too ahead of myself here. He might even have had a razor in it. He might even, you know what I mean? Caleb Plant might even have had the razor handy. I know y'all boys watch wrestling before. If they can do it, that sweet bastard can do it. For $10 million, I can do it. Shit, you can cut me 10 times. You can start chopping me up. Put me in the shrink tomorrow. Say I got a freaking razor issue. Like I have like I do self-inflicted cuts on a regular basis. For $10 million, bitch, yes, I do. Throw me in a straight jacket because I'm going to be spending this $10 million. So you can't tell me that wasn't a slapbox fest. In Beverly, and it was in Beverly. Come on, yo, now let's really put this in perspective, B. For real. Hear me. And I'm being dead ass. The freaking press conference was in Beverly Hills, of all people. Do you think Canelo, Sam Watson, Tom Brown, and all of them boys was going to let them mess up that money? No. They were in Beverly Hills, B. Nothing goes down in Beverly Hills. People won't even spill a latte on the curb in Beverly Hills. Let's keep it funky. We really, like, was it really real though? Are y'all really, really ready to exercise, you know what I'm saying, hefty amounts of pay-per-view dollars out of your pocket because you know Showtime is trying to rape you, because Fox is no longer trying to do the PBC's dark under budget bidding? I mean, over budget bidding. They ain't trying to do it no more. They in the red. They in the red, Black. Shout out to my nigga Mob. You know what I'm saying? So you really think them dudes is gonna get it popping in Beverly Hills? Canelo dressed like a goddamn golfer. He looked like he ready for the back nine. Caleb Plant. Y'all really gonna make me do this tonight, for real. Y'all really want me to do this shit tonight, don't y'all? Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it, because I'm gonna do it. I'm trying not to go full. I'm not trying to fully cook their ass. But I mean, like, you know when you smoke some weed and you start thinking about shit, your mind opens up to other things that you just wasn't paying attention to before. I might not have been paying attention to these things that day because I was busy. I might have been paying attention that day because maybe I just didn't care that much. I might already have my mind made up. I don't fucking know, but I'm paying attention to a whole bunch of shit that I wasn't paying attention to then, now. So don't thank me, Reaper Gang. Just thank the cookies. Because I'm noticing shit. And it's on par with what I'm saying. Beverly Hills, Canelo dressed like a golfer, like, whole lot of money on the line. Now, they smacking each other. Men don't do that. Men don't do that. So no, it was what it was. And that's all I got to say about it. As we always say at the end of this shit, cost you nothing. Pay a nigga no mind. It's the motherfucking boss. Respect. It's like I ain't going nowhere. I'm just fucking with y'all. I'm high. Hey man, I'm just playing. For real though. I'm really not going nowhere. So what else is up for discussion right now? For real. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it, man. Let's cook, man, for real. I'm a cook, man. I'm a cook. Let's talk about who's on the list. Who's on the burner tonight? Because I swear to God, I'm on one. They can get it right now. Right now. Who's on the Reaper Gang Radio burner in 2021 right now who needs to get fried up? Because do say or do it right now. All in proper context though, but they will get their ass flamed up though. Pause. And get real spicy. It can get real spicy. So, yeah, man, Beverly Hills. Believe that? I don't believe you. You need more people. She said I was about to jump off. Nah, I was just playing. That would have been a pretty dope ending. It would have rounded off what would have been what everybody thought was the live, kind of nice, and it would have ended all good for what people would have thought have been for the playback gang. But nah, we're not really there just yet. No, I would never. Oh shit! Look, man, I do them. Look, man, do say been a chef, Arlet. You just let me know what type of meal you want me to chef up. It's all 5-star with do say. It's all 5-star with do say. Said we should hire 3 or 4 colored ministers. We don't want the word. We want the word to go out that we want to exterminate the Negro population. Margaret Sanger. Hillary Clinton. What is all that? Like, who is doing this right now? I'm not playing these wokey woke games with y'all tonight. Y'all better stop this shit, man. Who is doing this? What is this, man? What is this, man? Who is this motherfucking? Look, man, it's a woman. I'm not trying to do this to you tonight, sweetheart. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? I don't know. I don't know if this is real. I don't know if this is real. I don't know if it's fake. So I'm trying to like reserve my opinion before I really get really get in my baggie real quick. So I'm just trying to stay. I'm trying to keep the peace right now. What the fuck is this though, man? Talk to me right now, man. Hillary Clinton, I admire Margaret Sanger enormously. Her courage, her tenacity, her vision. I am really in awe of her. There are a lot of lessons we can learn from her life. Why are we talking about Planned Parenthood right now? What is this? What is this shit? Lady, this is a boxing channel. You know that, right? You know that, right? They look like Natasha Jonas, man. Is that Natasha Jonas, man? Somebody talk to me, man. Somebody talk to Duce, man. Is that Natasha Jonas, man? Is somebody trying to punk me, man? Where's Ashton Kutcher, man? You making me mad, man. Is that Natasha Jonas, man? Why are you talking about Planned Parenthood right now, man? Are you trying to get me canceled, man? I just got my monetization back, man. It's bad enough they already limit my revenue to YouTube premiums because I be cussing too much already. And you gonna go ahead and try to do this to me, Natasha? Why are you doing this right now, man? Why is she bringing up Planned Parenthood speeches about Margaret Sanger, man? The inventor of Planned Parenthood. Why is she playing with me right now, man? Who with it? I'm trying to be cordial, man. I'm trying to be cordial, man. Look like Robin Givens. That can't be no Robin Givens, man. Look. She looked like she just got finished training. Look at that ponytail. Yo, I'm about to get the fuck off here. And I'm about to say some shit that I'm really gonna regret. She looked like she just got finished fucking training, man. Look at that fucking ponytail, man. Why y'all playing with me right now? I know this is a troll. Why y'all playing with me right now? Y'all don't want to get... I told y'all they don't want me to do this shit tonight, man. They want to play with Duce, man. I don't got the time, man. Ranked press conferences, brawls. Hay versus Chisora. Shout out to Georgia Soul Survivor Report for the super chat. Thank you, man. We have restored some level of... There is some level of restored order right now. Because I don't know what the hell is going on over there. But anyway, back to the super chat. My brother says, ranked press conference brawls. Why am I having trouble saying this word right now? Ranked press conference brawls. Hay versus Chisora. Mosley versus Mayorga. Or Canelo versus Plant. See, this is a double bet. This is what you call backhanded questioning, served up by a very cunning George the Soul Survivor Reborn. Because he probably knows what's the answer. I'm sure he knows that, Ricardo Mayorga is the quintessential, like, bad boy that boxing, that literally was the lifeblood of boxing entertainment. So when you take an individual like Ricardo Mayorga, you know what I'm saying? Like when you take an individual like a freaking Ricardo Mayorga, and you take an individual like Shane Mosley, put them side by side, have this individual coming in on some mariachi shit. Not only that, dressed like Sgt. Pepper on a fucking Beatles cover. Not only smoking a freaking cigarette, cussing this man out to high hell, then on top of that, you smoked the cigarette in that man's face. He smacked that shit full on out your face. That was all the way real. We know that shit went from 0 to 100, Autobahn quick, real fast. And then on top of that, to top it all off, he smacks his wife on the ass. Like you don't get better TV than that. Honestly, I'm gonna have to say something here, and some people might get offended by it. I'm sorry, lady, but that's just some nigga shit. It is, like, flat out, it's just some nigga shit. Ricardo Mayorga was on some real, he was on some real nigga shit that press conference. Your boy was on one. Yo, that boy, look, but you got to understand, Ricardo Mayorga came up in a gang and all of that, man. He got saved through boxing. Like, this dude was like full on gang banging and boxing at the same time. This is no lie. This is full on truth. Ricardo Mayorga was that, like, that real top shot of dude in his neighborhood running around getting busy. So I would have to put that in number one. First of all. Number two, I would have to go to, Hand Chisora, because he glassed him. He definitely glassed him. Full on fist fight. David Hayes serving the boy the uppercut. Raw intensity, and like Beverly Hills, man. Beverly Hills. That's what we're doing. Beverly freaking Hills comes in. He can't even get third. You got to drop that motherfucker and like rank him all the way in like 100, because Caleb fucking Plant and come on, man. I feel so sorry for IBFP now. I feel so sorry for the bro, man. Think about all of the energy he served up. My man, hey, look, IBFP was on fire too. Think about all that energy he served up on the live. Great live show, by the way. Just to find out that them boys was slapboxing in Beverly Hills, man. Like, really, think about that. Slapboxing in Beverly Hills. That shit really sounds that funny, man. It's that funny. Like, for real. Like, you would laugh if somebody told you that in your real life. The niggas is slapboxing in Beverly Hills. Ricardo was definitely a savage, man. One of my favorite dudes. One of the most entertaining dudes, man. You get your bang for your buck out of that guy, inside and outside of the ring. I feel sorry. Like, Ricardo Mayorga was so sure of himself when he faced off against Oscar De La Hoya. I really I didn't understand a word he was saying that night, but I really believe that I understood every word that he was saying that night. If that makes any sense to y'all. Like, I felt that shit. I felt everything he said to Ricardo Mayorga. Oh, as a matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? His translator did translate that shit. I'm high as fuck. He had a translator up there. What am I talking about? He definitely had a translator up there. Yo, everything he was saying, I felt that shit, bro. But even when the translator was saying that shit, I felt like I already knew what the fuck was going on anyway. And he had me so convinced that he was going to go out there and beat Oscar De La Hoya ass, man. I thought it was going down, man. I was riding for Ricardo. He made me look real bad. He went out there and got served up, man. He got flipped, fried up, Five Guys burgers and fries real quick. He got burnt up. Oscar was on, that was probably one of Oscar's like best performances. He was coming off a nice old layoff. People were questioning dude. He struck a fire in that man. He was the Grammy Award winning singer and all of that. Like, it was just a lot of like, yo, think about the drama and fights back then, y'all. Like, they don't even measure up now. The drama ain't even the same, bro. Like, that shit was really real. Really real. This shit ain't like that no more, man. This shit ain't like that no more, man. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Man, nothing Floyd Mayweather did outside of like, you think about the, what I'm saying, like the outside of the Arturo Gotti interview, on ESPN when they was face to face, I believe Brian Kenny was up there. Outside of that, like nothing Floyd Mayweather has done has ever been more entertaining than what, other boxers was doing back then. Or two of the press conferences that you think of now, but mainly a lot of those, a lot of the old boxing events. Like, think about the shit, like come on, dog. Hakeem Rockman and Lennox Lewis, ESPN, Sports Center, prime time, over freaking what? Like over 50 million TVs around, like over 100. How many million TVs around the world? They say that shit in their slogan. I fucking forgot. I can't think of that shit right now. But think about how them boys tore down the whole fucking studio, really went at it like, man, questioning Lennox Lewis' manhood, but can't nobody stunt, though. Everybody thought Lennox Lewis, always was a little fruity dude, like, for real. Does Lennox Lewis even have a wife? Do he have kids? I'm confused. He might be. Y'all think Lennox Lewis is, yeah? I'm just saying, man. But that was a hell of, you know what I'm saying? But that was entertaining though. But I mean, everybody thought Lennox Lewis was he was a little shaky back then, man. So you can't get mad at Hakeem for that, man. You can't get mad at Hakeem for that. Oh yeah, he two-pieced the hell out of him, dog. Was it what I forgot, was it a hook uppercut or was it just a straight right left? Something like that. But I know you heard that shit. That shit smacked like firecrackers all across the motherfucking echoed across the TV, bro. For real. If you play that shit right now, especially in HD, oh my God. Oh my God. I would love to hear what that shit sound like in HD right now. Because he snuffed the shit out of his ass. Two good ones right on the button. Bop, bop. Gave that nigga what he was asking for, man. Translator at Canelo can't. At Canelo plan avoided translating Wafos and Pinche while Canelo had planned to throw around motherfucker every other word. At least one person that had some self-respect. I know, right? Look, man, give it up for the translator, man. Look, he was thinking, you know, his mom was real happy. That was probably like his big breakout, like translating debut, you know, on the biggest stage. He was in front of Canelo. He probably had his mom's favorite suit on and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like he was representing for the family. He was going to make sure he kept it clean, man. My man finally made it. He was on the big stage. He wasn't trying to do anything to mess that up. I don't blame him, man. But shout out to the translator for keeping it real clean, though. Because you want to know what? Two Hands never does that. So you're a better man than me by far. That was real shit. Nothing fake about that one. Yeah, man. He really got snuffed. He really got snuffed that day. What was the other one, man? But that shit was dirty though, man. That wasn't a press conference, so I ain't gonna bring that up. With a dude tried to shake dude's hand or whatever, and he just stole him. Just flat out stole him. I'm trying to remember what fight that was. With a guy, you know what I'm saying? He lost the fight. Dude lost the fight, and then he just rocked dude. Like right after he lost the fight, put that dude lights out, had him laid out on the floor. What fight was that, y'all? I can't remember the name. I've seen this shit so many times. He is married to Miss Jamaica. She is beautiful. They have 4 kids. All right, I'm sorry, man, Lennox, man. I'm glad you do, man. I'm glad you do. For a minute though, we thought you was at them YMCA parties, bruh. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, look, man, for a while there, you were making it look spooky for us. You know, but I ain't trying to pry in your personal life, man. You've always been a hell of a fighter, man. Hell of a fighter, man. Most dominant fighter during your time, man. No doubt. No doubt. Whether you loved him or hate him, Lennox Lewis had the superior skill set of the 90s. Facts. All facts. He had the most superior skill set, footwork, long, nasty jab, extend the reach on it, pop that thing, drill you with that joint all day, all night. Like, yeah, man, Lennox was that dude, man. I used to hate that dude because I had such a disgust for Lennox Lewis because I was such the biggest Mike Tyson fan. And you already know how it is. If you're a Mike Tyson fan, like it's almost forbidden to be a Evander Holyfield fan, to be, you know what I'm saying, a Lennox Lewis fan. It was like that. It was like in my household growing up with the Dallas Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? Like if you it was either that, like I didn't have a choice in anything. Like I didn't choose the Cowboys. The Cowboys chose me. Like I didn't choose like the 3 Mikes of the world. Those 3 Mikes chose me. Michael Jordan, Mike Tyson, and Michael Jackson. I didn't have a choice in any of those things. So you know it was already a known thing that Lennox Lewis and Evander Holyfield was going to be the hated out the bunch. I'm just saying. Fantasy fight. Prime Gary Russell Jr. or Prime Prince Nassim before the hand injury. Prince, I believe Prince beats him easy, man. I'm just saying, if what Vasily Lomachenko did gave Gary Russell those type of problems, and even though they didn't count a knockdown, I'm just saying. And I mean, it was a good fight. I just don't think that he would be able to deal with the abilities of a Prince Nassim Hamed because his didn't have to ever be studious. You know, you can catch Prince Hamed. He doesn't even have to have proper setting of his feet, and he can still feint you. He can still move on you, pop on you, formulate a combination with balance, and still exert great quicks, phenomenal accuracy. You know what I'm saying? And just be able to execute in ways that would be able to, you know what I'm saying, even supersede the IQ of Gary Russell Jr., prime Gary Russell. I feel like Lomachenko wouldn't even be able to deal with the slicks of a prime Prince. Like for real, I feel like, you know, what Loma does is good, but I feel like, you know, what a prime Pretty Boy, with a prime Purnell, with a prime Prince, what those individuals did, those dudes really took the art and the ability to, you know, to put together different combinations in different ways at such a high level that you really can't teach that shit for real, for real. It's like just next level type shit. So yeah, I would definitely have to go with Prince on that. I just checked. I just checked. James Butler convicted of murder for killing Max Kellerman's brother. God damn. He got 4 months for the sucker punch. Damn, hold on. This dude killed Max Kellerman's brother, bro. I didn't know that. I did not know that shit. That's fucking crazy. Is it not a fucking small world? This dude must have had some CTE or some shit going on and just must have been flat out bad shit crazy. Or he could just been, you know what I'm saying, an undercover Ted Bundy and nobody knew it the entirety of the time. I'm just saying. I never knew that shit. That shit was new news to me. I didn't know, you know what I'm saying, that dude was the same dude that, yeah, wow. Wow. That's freaking crazy. Like that shit's really like blowing my mind right now. That's some crazy information, yo. Like that's freaking nuts. I could only imagine how Max feel. Damn, Merrill Dixon, salute. Yo, that is wild as shit. I didn't know that. That just takes that whole clip and bit in history and just takes that shit to a whole nother level, yo. Like that shit takes Billy Collins, like Lou Resto, Panama Lewis to the fucking 100th power. That shit is nuts. What the fuck? Here we go. Here we go. I don't know what's going on here, but I'm gonna let it rock though. I'm gonna let it rock, man. Now she's rapping. So she wants to rap, let her rap, you know? Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy. I know Max from the Bronx, right? Max from the Bronx, ain't he? He killed him with a hammer and set the apartment on fire. Max's brother was trying to help him after that sucker punch thing, and he didn't want to leave his pad, so he killed him. Yo, never knew that. Never knew that. Wow, he lived on your aunt's street, bro. James Butler killed Max Kellerman brother. Wow. Wow. Killed him, set the house on fire because he didn't want to leave. Yo, damn. Like I'm really at a loss for words because that's like That's pure insanity to me. Like I can't even like you would never like I don't know why I've never like I don't know why I haven't heard that shit or I didn't know that. That's crazy, bro. That's really freaking crazy. Like I don't even know what to say right now. Like I'm just so like, yo, who would have thought having this conversation I would have found out that shit? That's crazy. Damn, man. I'm like, yo, that shit got my mind spent. I guess I'm like dwelling on it because like of course I'm high, but I don't like that's just some real like it's just I guess it's just the fact that it's the same. I guess it's just the fact that it's just the fact that I guess just the fact that it's the same guy. That's why it's like, yo, I'm just like that shit's fucking with my mind right now. Like that shit, y'all just that shit fucked my head up right there. That is insane. I don't even know what to say about that shit, man. Damn, man, like for real, like damn, that shit just fucked me up. I really don't even know what else to talk about now. Like, what do you talk about after hearing some shit like that? Especially after you just smoke. That shit kind of like blowing my high for real. Like y'all don't understand. Like like for real. Like that shit is crazy to me. Like what do you? I don't even know what to say after that shit, man. Like for real, I really don't. I really don't. Yeah, that shit is nutty, bro. Like I really don't know what to say. All it says, stop that corny shit. I'm too high for that shit, man. I'm too like, man, like, yo, you know, like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. When I'm high, I don't want to hear no shit like that for real. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing new under the sun or nothing like that, but it's just like, damn, it's just crazy how shit like that, like shit like that can happen, bro. Like, and then your brother at that. And then burnt the fucking house up. So you can't even have an open casket at the funeral. See, like I'm thinking too much now, man. I shouldn't have smoked that shit, man. God damn, that's crazy. Like, I'm fucking look, man. I don't know what to say right now. No, I know you talking about Gloria Miller. Oh, I'm very secure in my masculinity. I ain't tripping at all. That's why I was laughing. I'm tripped out about Max Kellerman, brother. Like, for real, like man, I'm about to get off here, man. Like that's some trippy shit. Like you got this woman, like she's freaking putting. I don't know what she's doing. Whoever it is, what they doing. But the Max Kellerman brother thing kind of just like threw me like within the headspace that I'm in. So as we always say at the end of the shit, it costs you nothing to pay a nigga no mind. Appreciate you guys coming through. All the good night, sweetheart. Meryl Dixon, salute. Don't ask me. George, appreciate you. DC3, appreciate you for sliding through. Shit, keep going down the list. Chef, salute. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it because it sounds dumb as shit. Koala Berlinski. The fuck? This nigga has too much time on his hands, man. Way too much time on their hands. And yeah, man, let me see what else here. The fuck is wrong with people tonight? Yeah, I'm not scrolling anymore. As we always say at the end of the shit, it costs you nothing to pay a nigga no mind. And for the troll, just go ahead and get some sleep, man. I know your fingers got to be tired already. Reaper gang, you already know what it is. Till next time, salute. I'm still. Oh my God, I'm still here. I'm going. Like I'm going for real this time. So